The World Heritage List includes 878 properties forming part of the cultural and natural heritage, which the considers as having outstanding universal value. These include 679 cultural, 174 natural and 25 mixed properties in 145. As of April 2009, 186 have ratified. The following program shows only some of the World Heritage Armenia properties inscribed on the World Heritage List. Cultural, cathedral and churches of Ekmyatsin and the archaeological site of Zirguartnots. Monasteries of Hetat and Sanakhin. Monastery of Jetgard and the other exit. Cathedral and churches of Ekmyatsin and the archaeological site of Zirguartnots. The cathedral and churches of Ekmyatsin and the archaeological remains at Zirguartnots graphically illustrate the evolution and development of the Armenian central domed cross hall type of church, which exerted a profound influence on architectural and artistic development in the region. Monasteries of Hetat and Sanakhin. Brief description: these two Byzantine monasteries in the Tumanian region, from the period of prosperity during the Kirithian dynasty 10th to 13th century, were important centers of learning. Sanakhin was renowned for its school of illuminators and calligraphers. The two monastic complexes represent the highest flowering of Armenian religious architecture, whose unique style developed from a blending of elements of Byzantine ecclesiastical architecture and the traditional vernacular architecture of the Caucasian region. The monastery of Jetgard contains a number of churches and tombs, most of them cut into the rock, which illustrate the very peak of Armenian medieval architecture. The complex of medieval buildings is set into a landscape of great natural beauty, surrounded by towering cliffs at the entrance to the Ava Valley. Iran. Armenian monastic ensembles of Iran, in the northwest of the country, consists of three monastic ensembles of the Armenian Christian faith: Saint Thaddeus and Saint Stephanos and the Chapel of Dvorak. These edifices, the oldest of which, Saint Thaddeus, dates back to the 7th century, are examples of outstanding universal value of the Armenian architectural and decorative traditions. They bear testimony to very important interchanges with the other regional cultures, in particular the Byzantine, Orthodox and Persian. Situated on the southeastern fringe of the main zone of the Armenian cultural space, the monasteries constituted a major center for the dissemination of that culture in the region. They are the last regional remains of this culture that are still in a satisfactory state of integrity and authenticity. Furthermore, as places of pilgrimage, the monastic ensembles are living witnesses of Armenian religious traditions through the centuries. Italy, founded, according to legend, by Romulus and Remus in 753 BC, Rome was first the center of the Roman Republic, then of the Roman Empire, and it became the capital of the Christian world in the 4th century. The World Heritage Site, extended in 1990 to the walls of Urban, includes some of the major monuments of antiquity such as the Forums, the Mausoleum of Augustus, the Mausoleum of Hadrian, the Pantheon, Trajan's Column and the Column of Marcus Aurelius, as well as the religious and public buildings of Papal Rome. Historic Center of Florence. Brief description: built on the site of an Etruscan settlement, Florence, the symbol of the Renaissance, rose to economic and cultural preeminence under the Medici in the 15th and 16th centuries. Its 600 years of extraordinary artistic activity can be seen above all in the 13th century cathedral, Santa Maria del Fiore, the Church of Santa Croce, the Uffizi and the Pitti Palace, the work of great masters such as Giotto, Brunelleschi, Botticelli and Michelangelo. Piazza del Duomo, Pisa. Brief description: standing in a large green expanse, Piazza del Duomo houses a group of monuments known the world over. These were masterpieces of medieval architecture: the cathedral, the baptistry, the campanile, the leaning tower and the cemetery had a great influence on monumental art in Italy from the 11th to T. Baptistry. The United States of America. Yellowstone National Park. Brief description. The vast natural forest of Yellowstone National Park covers nearly 9,000 kilometers squared. 96% of the park lies in Wyoming, 3% in Montana and 1% in Idaho. Yellowstone contains half of all the world's known geothermal features, with more than 10,000 examples. It also has the world's largest concentration of geysers, more than 300 fires, or 2/3 of all those on the planet. Established in 1872, Yellowstone is equally known for its wildlife, such as grizzly bears, wolves, bison and wallabies. Statue of Liberty. Brief description. Made in Paris by the French sculptor Bartholdi, in collaboration with Gustave Eiffel, who was responsible for the steel framework. This towering monument to liberty was a gift from France on the centenary of American independence in 1886. Standing at the entrance to New York Harbor, it has welcomed millions of immigrants to the United States ever since. Iraq. Properties inscribed on the World Heritage List. Cultural. Ashura. Jailat Shirkat 2003. Haifa 1985. Samarra, Archaeological City 2007. Ashura. Brief description. The ancient city of Ashura is located on the Tigris River in northern Mesopotamia in a specific geo-ecological zone, at the borderline between rain federal and irrigation agriculture. The city dates back to the 3rd millennium BC. From the 14th to the 9th centuries BC, it was the first capital of the Assyrian Empire, the city-state and trading platform of international importance. It also served as the religious capital of the Assyrians, associated with the god Ashur. The city was destroyed by the Babylonians, but revived during the Parthian period in the 1st and 2nd centuries AD. Nubian monuments from Abusumbu to Haile. Brief description. This outstanding archaeological area contains such magnificent monuments as the temples of Ramses II, at Abusumbu, and the sanctuary of Isis at Haile, which were saved from the rising waters of the Nile thanks to the international campaign launched by UNESCO in 1960 to 1980. The Great Wall. Brief description. In 220 BC, under Qin Shi Huang, sections of earlier fortifications were joined together to form a united defense system against invasion from the north. Construction continued up to the Ming Dynasty 1368 to 1644 when the Great Wall became the world's largest military structure. Its historic and strategic importance is matched only by its architectural significance.